I swear, any woman who has been divorced in that year, you have red flags if it's not going to work. I did.
You know, it was just always instances where I just knew that this wasn't gonna work out for me, right? So I had to figure out how to change without losing everything.
So it looks like Jeezy has been lying to us about this divorce from Jeannie, because new evidence just came to light that proves that he has been shady about things from the very beginning of this whole drama. It looks like he did Jeannie dirty on purpose, and y'all won't believe the crazy lengths that he went to hurt and deceive her on purpose. Is Jeannie really trying to contest the whole divorce?
That's how you say it, Jeannie Mai. They broke up because it was alleged that they couldn't agree on certain things when it comes to family values and expectations.
Y'all, I swear that every time we talk about Jeannie Mai and Jeezy's situation, we find out something more that just blows our minds. It makes the situation even weirder than we thought. Now, in case you missed it, it has been a little over 2 weeks since we found out that rapper Young Jeezy blindsided his wife Jeannie Mai with divorce papers, and the drama in the relationship has had fans in a chokehold ever since then. Now, we've had reports over the past couple of weeks of celebs divorcing, which isn't surprising because marriages in Hollywood only be lasting for like 5 business days. But what makes Jeannie and Jeezy's divorce story wild is the fact that both of them seem to be on very different pages about the divorce. I mean, not only did Jeannie not know that Jeezy was going to file for divorce, but neither of them could agree on why the divorce is happening in the first place. In fact, sources close to Jeannie have revealed that she doesn't want a divorce, but we'll get into that in just a little bit. Now, like I said, there's been a whole lot of drama and a lot of messy back and forth in this divorce, and insiders claim that there has been a lot of he said, she said going on behind the scenes. So as far as we know, Jeezy officially served Jeannie divorce papers about 2 weeks ago, but according to leaked documents, he actually filed way back in June. He even had it signed and notarized and all that legal stuff, so this man knew for sure and he was ready to leave Jeannie, but he didn't say anything to her or even give her an idea of what was going on. He had her bragging about him on social media and all that stuff, and he didn't say anything and would even leave comments under her posts. Of course, this whole situation had fans split, and in the process, Jeezy got dragged for filth on social media because it was just a mean thing to do to your partner, especially when Jeannie never wanted to get married in the first place. But then Tamar Braxton, who was Jeannie's former co-host on The Real, she spoke up about the divorce, saying that Jeannie probably did something foul to Jeezy to make him blindside her with a divorce like that.
When y'all file for divorce, it's over.
Yeah, because usually guys don't strike
y'all
first.
not emotional like that.
Nah, so whatever it was,
what
could it have been?
right?
There's 2 reasons why a man leaves his wife or files for divorce. Number 1 is another woman pushing him to do it, okay? Or number 2 is something real foul went down. You think that was in love, I feel so bad for her.
But then it wasn't long after this that the rumors of Jeannie cheating on Jeezy started going viral on social media. There were reports that she was cheating on him with Mario Lopez, who is her co-host, and people believe that this was the reason that Jeezy had chosen to be petty and blindside her with the divorce. There were rumors about how Jeezy had allegedly found flirty and naughty text messages between Jeannie and Mario, and that's why he chose to end the marriage. And of course, the rumor was very easy to believe because people had always talked about how Jeannie and Mario have a flirty connection between them.
My girl, Jeannie Mai.
First day at the job, guys.
A proud Vietnamese girl. We're both first generation. I'm gonna have her hook me up with some Vietnamese. I know a little bit.
People kept bringing up the comparison of how Mario and Jeannie were giving TJ Holmes and Amy Robach, and y'all know how that story went. But things were also worse because Jeannie herself has admitted to preferring white men to black men.
Dated black guy.
Loved black guys. Yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I like.
So people bought the story of her cheating on Jeezy because it explained why he would act the way he did. But then another source close to Jeezy spoke to Entertainment Tonight and claimed that the real reason that he filed for divorce was that they were not on the same page when it came to family values. The source said Jeezy and Jeannie Mai's pending divorce stems from different views. They weren't on the same page when it came to certain family values values and expectations. They had different views, and each felt like their needs weren't being completely met. So this would kind of explain the divorce because, to be fair, it is kind of inevitable that some disputes would arise because they're from very different backgrounds. Jeannie is of Vietnamese heritage and Jeezy is African American, so there's bound to be maybe a little bit of conflict there. Also, there's the fact that Jeannie's mom and her brother moved in with them not long after they got married and have been living with them ever since. And people in the know have claimed that Jeannie's mom is not exactly the easiest to live with. For example, Jeannie has admitted in the past that both she and her mom have really hot tempers, and she said this on the Sham Booty podcast.
For example, I have a really hot temper. Not a lot of people know this, but it's just something in my family. I've seen it in my grandmother. Saw it in my grandfather, to my grandmother, to my mom, to my aunts, to me, right?
I mean, let's be fair to her though. She was being honest. She did say that she was working on her temper, so we have to give her some kind of credit for that. But living with two women with hot tempers is not exactly an easy thing to do. Well, according to insiders, that is. Insiders claim that Jeannie's mom loved to get involved in her daughter's marriage, and this was something that Jeezy just wasn't comfortable with, and it sometimes caused some friction between him and Jeannie. It has also been said that they had some disagreement on how to parent their daughter and how to raise her. For example, Jeannie insists on walking her to school, even though Jeezy has said over and over that he doesn't want her to do this because of security reasons. Now, I'm not trying to defend either side or anything like that because I still think that it was really cruel of him to have filed for divorce without even giving her a heads up. Honestly, she just didn't deserve to be blindsided like that, and Jeezy was definitely wrong in that area. But while we're talking about Jeezy being wrong, can we please talk about the fact that he just got exposed for lying about the cause of the divorce? Y'all know how he had his people tell ET that they were not on the same page and just had different family values? Well, a month before he filed for divorce, he went on Sway's podcast where he claimed to love the family dynamic that he and Jeannie had.
I love my family, man.
Yeah.
I love our dynamic. I love the way we rock. I love how people don't understand it because it ain't for them to understand. And you know just as well as I know, like, my wife from the Bay, so I don't know why people get it misconstrued. She just like us on the low.
He also praised the close relationship that she had with her mom and siblings and claimed that it inspired him to fix the broken relationship that he had with his own father. So not only did he claim to love her family, but he also claimed that they helped him to fix his own broken family as well. He also talked about how they kept him grounded and all that stuff. So him turning around to claim that the family dynamics are the reason he filed for divorce ain't mathing. Sure, the interview was also held last month and a lot can change in a month. But then y'all gotta remember that he filed for divorce in June, way before that interview. So he was either lying in the interview about how much he loves Jeannie and how her family inspires him, or he was lying to ET about why he filed for divorce. Now, according to sources, Jeannie is contesting the divorce because she's not ready to pull the plug on her marriage just yet. An insider spoke to Page 6 and said, Jeannie Mai is devastated that her marriage is over and wants her family unit back. The truth is, Jeannie wants her marriage to work and wants her family to be one solid unit. She is devastated that Jeezy filed for divorce, and Jeannie deeply loves Jeezy and she wants to work things out. She did not get married to get divorced. This was not part of the plan. And this kind of adds up because after her divorce, Jeannie claimed that she never even wanted to get married again because she didn't want to go through another divorce. The source also said this is not how she ever imagined things would go. Even though Jeezy has filed, Jeannie is holding out hope that he would be willing to sit down and work things out. She is hoping for a resolution and wants to remain as a united family unit. So Miss Jeannie is fighting for her marriage in hopes that she would be able to save it. And we're going to keep our fingers crossed that she and Jeezy manage to work things out in a way that's going to be healthy for everybody involved, especially their precious daughter. But of course, the streets been talking, and they love comments saying, I think he didn't like being married or tied down. When he got with Jeannie, he wasn't doing many concerts. However, after their baby was born, he started doing more concerts. Based on his previous relationships, him leaving the marriage isn't a surprise. Can't fight for someone who don't want you or the marriage any longer. Move on and save yourself from hurt. Wish them both the best. And I'm starting to think Jeezy doesn't really have a reason or a problem with Jeannie herself. That man just wanted out, and he said all this to keep her blindsided to what he was planning. But what do y'all think about this drama? Do you think that Jeezy is being honest about his divorce, or did he just miss the streets and want it back? Could he be deliberately leaving some things out? Drop your thoughts and comments below, and then check out this next video.